Student auctions off virginity for offers of more than $3.7 million. This is a wacky story. A student who is auctioning off her virginity to pay for a master's degree in family and marriage therapy. Some feel that is. A real Einstein. You get a degree in family and marriage therapy. With that and $1.50, you could buy a carton of cigarettes in Zimbabwe. $3.7 million for her? Natalie Dylan, age 22, is auctioning off her virginity to fund her master's degree. Claims her offer of a one-night stand has persuaded 10,000 men to bid for sex with her. The student who has a degree in women's studies, that's some degree, like electrical engineering, women's studies. You know, you talk about moral equivalency. So this is like academic equivalency because of the women's groups and the other pushy groups. Now, a degree in women's studies is equal to a degree in electrical engineering or nuclear engineering. You hear? Ms. Dylan from San Diego said she was persuaded to offer herself to the highest bidder after her sister, Avia, age 23, paid for her own degree after working as a prostitute for 3 weeks. What kind of parents does this girl have? Does anyone have any idea what kind of parents would let daughters do this? I know that a lot of people will condemn me for this because it's so taboo, but I really don't have a problem with that. If this girl is a virgin, so am I. So am I. Okay? That's all I can tell you. The way she's talking. She said it's shocking that men will pay so much for someone's virginity, which isn't even prized so highly anymore. I'll let that go without comment. And we won't talk about virginity and make virgin jokes. I will say this, though. If this girl is a virgin, so am I. That's all. Someone who would offer to some... who would pay for this? A bidding for $3.7 million? Any girl on earth is worth that? I don't get this. I don't understand the world I live in. All I know is that promiscuity is out of control, and it started with Bill Clinton. You're going to laugh at me, but mark it down. Bill Clinton started promiscuity on a tidal wave, to become the tidal wave it is, when he talked about oral sex, saying it was not sex. There was then an outbreak in America and in Europe of oral sex amongst teenagers who said it was not sex. You ask anyone who knows. Bill Clinton degenerated the entire Western world. I told you before, and it's not that I care much about Bill Clinton one way or the other. He's a non-entity to me as far as I'm concerned. He never enters my mind. To me, it's a sociological comment of when the downturn started. Of course, there have been negative, degenerate influences in our society for a long period of time. We understand that. But the big tidal wave of degeneracy started when Bill Clinton claimed that oral sex with Monica Lewinsky was not sex in front of the world. High school kids who were impressionable then started to perform this kind of act, saying it was not sex and it didn't matter. We now have reached a point where promiscuity is the norm. You understand this? Should it matter to me? Not really. I don't care one way or the other. Again, it's like Madoff. I really don't care about it one way or the other. For a minute I do. I get excited. I get wrapped up in it. I'm like Kate Winslet for a minute. I thought I actually cared about her virginity. You got to believe that. I thought that this was Kate Winslet in the movie that she won an award for. What has Kate Winslet done that I should know? Which movie has she been in? I know she's beautiful and she's great. What movies has she been in other than this? Does anyone know her background? Titanic? What does she play? The masthead? Yeah. Clip 22. Let me hear clip 22.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Anne, Meryl, Kristen. Oh, God, who's the other one?
Oh, wow. What an act. All right, honey.
Angelina. I'm so...
Okay, she doesn't sound like a very good actress to me. So excited. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Laura Dern, she's still living? Let's hit clip 20.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press. Thank you to the brave
there's that
and
Hollywood
amazing
horse
HBO.
voice I don't trust. All right, get it off here. Thank you. You know that new thing that's been around like 2 years now, 3 years? Thank you so much. That extra so that everyone uses. Guys, it's like a chick thing, like an insincere chick thing. Like, thank you so much. When you hear that, you better reach for your Glock. That's all I can tell you. You're about to be fleeced. But there's also a horsiness of the brazen tart in that voice that comes out of Hollywood, certain regions of the Upper East Side, too. It usually sets on in menopausal women who were scammed by Bernie Madoff before they would know they were scammed. That voice turns up. Listen to clip 20 again. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press. Thank you to the
Saccharine.
brave
Oh,
and
how could any
amazing
man...
HBO.
All right, that turned it on. No wonder so many men are becoming gay. I mean, really, you listen to women today, they're afraid of them. It's not that they... A lot of guys become gay out of default. There's another epidemic that we're not talking about. The lack of grandchildren epidemic. I'm going to do a whole show on that, which is separate from the gay thing. But why so many white families don't have grandchildren? It was a norm in my time. It was understood. Generation, blah, blah, blah. You went on. But so many families don't have grandchildren, and they're filling that hole with dogs and pets. I actually thought of creating a group called Grandchildren, No Grandchildren Anonymous, where people who at the age of a certain age should have had a grandchild, instead they have like a dog. And it's not that their children aren't even married. Some of them married don't want to have children. They themselves are raising dogs. It's like the whole human condition broke down in one generation. It stopped. You take the me generation, narcissism. Everybody wants possessions. They want it now. They don't want to ruin their bodies. They don't want to spend money they could have for a vacation on a child, an ugly little child. It's like bringing up a Porsche or bringing up a kid. They don't understand what materialism brings. The Pope is 100% right. It brings the death of a civilization. And in many ways, Madoff may be the epitome and the end of a certain period in American civilization. Certainly, I think that he is the zenith of, we can come up with 5-6 different words, and I would let you fill them in. But in the next hour, we're going to talk about other stuff like Sanjay Gupta to be the Attorney General. I mean, what's that all about? You talk about vanity press. You talk about vanity appointments. Now Obama wants to appoint a good-looking Indian guy to be Surgeon General, like a TV guy to be Surgeon General. Could he be any worse than Jocelyn Elders, the masturbation woman?
Savage.